things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back got thumped, and that happened fast. That linebacker got in there so quick.
And the most important thing for the back, when you see that coming, make sure that football is riveted to your rib cage.
You lose the football, you lose the ability to carry the football.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back's got it. Nice move to keep running. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From the gun, the ground game. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this. Playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater. Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it with Wilson. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver and tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, 1st down here. To the ground with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's going to take off. Turns it on at midfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Got room to work. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
On On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires downfield. Got his man to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. First and goal.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Find some fresh air.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Wilson on the carry. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Rebels are on the move. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete to the left.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun. He's going for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Toss to the outside. Turning it on. has the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let him do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. Now adjusting. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about these defensive ends nowadays? No matter what scheme they're in, they're so strong, but so quick, so they can beat you with speed, or they can go through you. Either way, it's a tough spot for that offensive tackle to be in. And you saw that right defensive end come off the end, make the sack.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got the back in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Got his man on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fights off the defender. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well.
Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On the move at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Wood took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
They're trying to slap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They'll move the wide receiver. Right on the money. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Looking to throw at Simmons. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's caught inside the 15. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He wants to change this route. They just keep firing. Still looking on the move. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Rebels! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think at this point of the game now, in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. Grab near the marker, it's Davidson. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
quickly complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Kentucky. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Now on first down from the 30. To the air, it's Simmons. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Trying to beat him to the left. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch it. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Looking to buy time. The throw. Finds his man. It's Davidson. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks into the open. Just keeps moving. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Swings it out to the flat. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got a little space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. Here's a throw downfield late. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. But a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Under fire. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking for a man. It's Russell. The short hands, it's Edwards. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It's incomplete, and we dwindle still down to 7 seconds.
And that's fine. Listen, it's go time. Right now, it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Alabama.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense getting set for 1st down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen.